Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome to Dippin' Time, a place of acceptance through curiosity and creativity. My name is Rhonda, and I'm really glad to be here. How is everyone doing? We are going to do something a little different this year, and we are going to take a look at brewing inner peace, crafting inner peace, and what exactly that means. So, let me remove this. Hello, Tammy. How are you? So I've actually put some things together that I'd like to just kind of cover. Let me just go to the top here, make sure I have it. Denise, hello. Gail's in the house. Nice to have you. And welcome. Welcome if you are new. Welcome if you are returning. I am hoping this may be helpful as we go through our 2026. Today, we are going to be Marla. Hello. Today, we are going to be talking about the root of creative fear. Now, what does that mean? Great question. Hello, Grams. How are you? So as we're starting the year by we're going to start looking at this year by looking at the invisible wall. That resistance that keeps us from starting a beautiful new project. A project that may be already started and we are hesitant to going back to. A project that can be a little intimidating, creates some anxiety. And we're just going to have a heart-to-heart as a community about this. And as we do this, please do click the like button. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing, hit the notifications button, and you will be notified when I have new videos. I am going to do a series that will be pre-recorded and uploaded for you guys. Now, let's get into this creativity fear. This creativity fear is something that a lot of people have. And I would even haphazard to say most people have a creativity fear at one time or another. I know I do. And what is it? What actually is it that makes us fearful, us intimidated about starting this thing that we so much love? So let's start with a stash confession. In the chat, tell me about that one holy grail item. Hello, Linda. It could be a diamond painting kit. It could be a Lego set. It could be that nice, expensive yarn. That stash item that you are saving because you're afraid to ruin it. Type in scare, SCARE, followed by your item. Yes, Marla, absolutely. Marla says, mine is a quilt top my grandmother made. Yes. You know, it's hard to think that we have this fear because we don't want to seem like it's just us. It's not just us. Okay? It could be that we're hesitating because we've never done it before. It could be because it is so much larger than what I had in mind. I fell in love with the piece and I do not know where to start. Hello, Margarita. How are you? Marla, scared. I've moved it, packed it, etc. Right? You move it from one place to the next place, to the next place, to the next place, and then you're like, oh, was that last move the one too many? Scare. Mine was all the crystal canvas. Not as bad as I thought. Yay, Linda. Yes. When we start something that is new, when we start a project that we haven't done before. Hammy says, scare, planning a project which I have to figure canvas size and picking colors. Right? There's other things that we need to do to be able to do our project. Yeah. Right, Gail? Scare. The astronomer, because I'm going to tackle it during Rich's big event. I've started the astronomer. I did. I started it with Mia's channel. And I didn't get very far on it. And I packed it up and I put it aside. Yeah. Tammy says, scare on hand is scare. On hand is finishing my cross stitch conversion, right? Yes. That's right. It's big, Gail. Very big. That's kind of like my magic potions. I am like, oh my gosh. And I was so looking forward to it. I love the image. And then I opened it up and it had all this color blocking and it had all those 310s and I got scared out of my comfort zone. So it sounds like we want to have experience. We want to know that we're going to be good at it, that we are able to manage and maintain working on it. Right, Margarita? Yeah, just started my first J-wall because I needed a challenge. Well, that's a real good challenge, right? So this is one of the first, this being better than what we think we might be able, like, oh, I can do that. And then we get it and it's like, oh my God. Hello, Kapakai. So it causes that creative fear, a fear of, am I going to, oh no. Am I going to be able to manage this? What if this? What if that? So this is the first root. The belief that our materials have more value than our joy. We're afraid to start it and then we're going to ruin it. It's not going to come out the way we hope it's going to turn out. So let's take a look at the origin of the first cut fear. Now you may be saying, you know what? It's not the first cut, Rhonda. Well, I'm not talking literally a cut. Well, maybe I am, or maybe I'm not. Depends on what your craft is. Creative fear often starts with the first step. For diamond paintings, it's section 1 paralysis. This often stems from childhood moments where mistakes were treated as wasting resources. If you weren't afraid of wasting that, kid, would you have started it months ago? Think back. Was there any specific person or a comment that first made you feel like your work wasn't good enough? Hey, Mutz. If you can come up with a time, a place, person, a comment, drop a single word in the chat that describes where that fear started. So for me, I'm going to pop it in here, is I'm going to say family. Are you sure you know what you're doing? Are you sure? What? I don't know. You've never done this before. You're not that other person. Do you know how much that material cost? It's not going to look like theirs. Oh, see, now, because you didn't do it before, you've done it wrong. The outcome didn't look like it was supposed to. Yeah, we've all been there. And it can also come from within. That self-critic, that seed of doubt. But what if you knew? Okay, yeah, let me just take a look at these chats comments, because you guys are, yeah, see, you're not alone. You're absolutely not alone. Actually, I had hiccups just before I started. I was trying to eat dinner. I have a habit of sucking in too much air. I know that didn't sound right, but that's okay. Marla says, Gail brings up a good point. Events can really help with goals, community, and support. Yes, you're not alone. You've got a cheering section on. All right. So we have family, we have parents, school, friends, medical conditions. Yeah, right, Tammy? You won't make it. Do you know what you're doing? You're not good in math. You never finish anything. You start all these things and they're never finished. Exactly. I panic every time I start any project. Does anyone else feel like that? You know, family, friends, myself. Yeah. You're right, Jenny. You can't do it. You have this condition. You can't do that. You can't lift that. You're too heavy. There are so many. I was going to say excuses, but it's not excuses. There are so many reasons because they have been told to us. We have learned them. We've learned them. Okay. Reasons, explanations, justifications. Sometimes it can be done because of jealousy, self-sabotage. Yeah, that's self-sabotage. If I don't do it, then I can't fail. But because I haven't done it, then am I failing myself? It's a question. If you were given a project and you were given a yes or a no, a yes, you're going to go and try it. No is, not yet. Nope, not now. Nope, can't. Then you're automatically taking 50% of your success away. That's scary. If you were to say that to a loved one, a friend, a child, one of your spouses or your children, your nieces, your nephews, it would make me sad. You would never know. You may be really good at singing, but if you don't ever give yourself that chance, then you may not know. Hello, Bling It Up, Rochelle. Hello, hello. We are talking, so Bling It Up, Rochelle. I love Rochelle because she is willing to try, experiment, anything new. And for those that are here who may go, but Rhonda, that's not me. Is there anything ever where there has been hesitation, a bit of anxiety trying it? That first time you got in behind the wheel to drive, that first time you stepped in the water to swim, those are still creativities. Those are still creative activities. So we're going to look into another part of this. And I had made a mention about unfinished projects. You're not going to do it. You never finish. Ever wondered why those unfinished projects, those whips, work is in progress, live in your head rent-free? I don't know about you guys, but when I'm like, I could not tell you how many things I have done, I have completed, I have achieved progress on in 2025. But I can tell you what I haven't done. Why do those ones get to live rent-free in my brain where it causes me anxiety and disappointment, anger, sadness, shame, guilt? And the ones that I have done, the ones I've really enjoyed, they're kind of not in there. There's actually a psychological phenomenon, and I am so going to butcher this name, so I am going to type it in for you. There is this Zeigarnik effect, and it's been proven. Our brains are hardwired to remember incomplete tasks better than the finished ones. That half-finished canvas on your desk is actually draining your mental energy just by existing. Exactly, Rochelle. Every bit of progress is a win. A win. There is no need to feel bad about it because you've done nothing wrong. You haven't. It's society that teaches us, well, you didn't finish it. It doesn't look like the original. And then they tell you, think outside the box. Make it look different. You're like, no wonder my brain is confused. My brain is so confused. So, I know Rochelle and I were having this conversation on Sunday. Oh my gosh. And it really did make me go, ooh, I have a lot more. Right? Walk away from it, roll it up, put it in timeout. And if you don't like the word timeout, put it on a pause. It's taking a vacation. So I'm curious. In the chat, tell me how many projects you have finished versus how many are unfinished. How many are no longer in your brain, taking up space, renting for free, and how many are like, oh my gosh, I need to get that done. Oh my gosh, I need to get that done. Why haven't I done it? Why can't I go back to it? It's taking up all this room, right? Yes, right, Rochelle? Or you could just retire it. So I want to be curious about this. Why is it that we can think about, and why do we think differently about things that we haven't accomplished versus what we have accomplished, what we have made progress on? So I'm going to say completed, question mark. I have no idea. And this is just for 2025 versus to be completed. I discovered this weekend I have like 11. Why can't I remember the ones I've completed? And it doesn't have to be a diamond painting. It could be a puzzle. It could be Lego. It could be coloring. It could be whatever I want it to be. Right? What says I can't remember, believe it was 11 in 2025, came into 2026 with no projects, but have 2 whips as of now. Yep. Yep. So as of right now, not looking at the other ones, I am working on two projects. And one of them, let me do it that way. One of them was a whip from many years ago. Right? Why is it easier? Like, I want to celebrate. And I know I've completed ones. Yeah. See, we're not alone. We're not alone. Hey, Momo. Right, completed 13, not finished, too numerous to think about, right? Yeah. Jenny says my whips are all from 2024. Oh, yeah. Linda says, I don't feel overly bad about whips, as the reason for me is starting new ones for events. I try to fix the whip or fit the whips into future events. My guilt comes in with the size of my stash. Yeah. Grams, no idea. And 3. Yep. Tammy, 2 versus 6. All right. Okay, so what could be one of the reasons that is scientifically proven about starting new ones? Now, when we get frustrated because we have the whips and we have all these things that we haven't accomplished or we haven't worked on, and we beat ourselves up about it. Oh, Jenny, yeah, I agree, Linda. I look at my whips and I look at my stash. I'll never be able to do them all. Then I feel bad for spending money. Vicious cycle I did to myself. Yeah, it's that vicious cycle. It's the catch-22, right? Tammy says, I don't have that many in my stash, but they are mostly large ones. That's me. That's me. So on the flip side, if we look at not what we haven't done, but what we start, we get into that inspiration trap. And I so relate to this one. And this is why starting feels so good. It feels so much better than thinking of the ones that we didn't finish. When we start, it's all potential, it's all opportunity. We are firing with like endorphins. Dopamine is going through our body. Ooh, the possibilities, the sparkle, the shiny. The dopamine drops when we get into that messy middle part, or we're just about to the end. That finish line is just there, and we're like, I still want to start that one over here because it's so pretty. I haven't experienced it yet, and I could kit it up. You know, the possibilities. I could bling it up. I could do this. I could do that. It's something fresh. But when we get into those, if you're not a confetti person, you get into those confetti sections. When you're not a color blocking person and you get into that color blocking, it's that, oh my goodness, I need to just push myself through. And when you get into that, your dopamine drops. We often mistake this drop in excitement for a lack of talent or joy. And so we start something new to get that hit again. Now, that doesn't happen with everybody. Rochelle says, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I don't feel bad. I know I can control my path. I can stop, start, stop, start. No issues for me. We need to learn. We're going to use you as a role model, because for a lot of us, we didn't have good role models, good teachers to say, it's okay to stop, start, stop, start. You have people that go, well, you haven't touched that in 3 years. What are you going to do? And now you're buying more. What are you thinking? And I'm like, don't crush my joy. I like this, right? Marguerite completed 3. Yay! And it doesn't matter what the number is. It doesn't. To each their own. Tammy says, I want to order 2 from Captured by Ratings, but I sit and I look at the ones I need to do. Then I go and buy 5 from Michael's. Excuse in my brain. They're under $5 and I have $5 reward, so I bought. Right? You're making a justification of it. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, that's a good deal. It's a really good deal. All right. Linda says, I find that high when I buy them as well. Yes, it's shiny, it's new. It's like, oh my God, it's beautiful. I have to have it. Right? Tammy, like I'm bored with the one I'm doing. It's taking all I can not to start another. Yep. So we are going to talk about that. We may not talk about that tonight, but we are going to talk about that. Okay? Because you're absolutely right. Mutt says, I'm finding that on my 93 by 70 Chuck Penson, I got 6 sections done, but my mind is telling me I will never get it done. And I think that is because I've never done a canvas bigger than a 70 by 80. Right? I've never done this before. It may be just something small that you haven't done, but in your brain, it's like, you haven't done this, you haven't done this, what are you thinking? It's like, you're a thought. I hear you. Thank you. Doesn't mean we have to actually believe it. Doesn't mean that we actually have to go, you're absolutely right. I cannot do this. I'm putting it away. Prove it wrong. It's a thought. Tammy says, my husband asks me, why can't I just finish one before I start another? It depends. It depends. It depends. It depends. And I'm not talking about the depends that you wear on your bottom. I'm talking about depends. Right? And Tammy, Mutz, you will get it done. I have faith in you. Yes. And that's why we're talking about crafting inner peace, brewing inner peace. We are able to do this. And it's whatever size that you need to do it that works for you. You know, it's not the comparison piece. Yeah, Linda says, just concentrate on one small section at a time, not the whole canvas. Roll some up. Yeah. So I just want to make sure I'm catching my points. So we have talked about where this first cut is. This first cut of trying something. This first try, maybe try instead of cut. This first trying of something. The fact that you thought and looked at it and went, oh yeah. There was courage, there was bravery, there was thoughts of success in it. And not success that everybody else can do it and I can do it. That didn't, I wonder in the chat, when you saw something and you went, I love it, I need it, it's mine. Did you in that moment think, I need it because somebody else and everybody else is going to get it? Or was it just my joy? So put in the chat, mine, if it was inspired by your joy, or others because you knew other people and that made you want it. For me, it's mine. And I'm going to do all caps, mine. Mine, 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 mine. So we have a few that are others. We have some that are mine. So what makes the difference between, let me rephrase this. For those who have put down others, that influences you. Is it others and you're doing it for them as a gift? Or are you doing others to feel fit in? I need to do this to fit in. Now, I know for myself, when I first started, my first one was mine. I didn't care what size it was. I didn't care what it was. Mine. And then it got me hooked. And that was my Libra from J-Wall, from Dad. Then I got into that FOMO. I'm going to miss out. There also was that this is new to me, and maybe what I like isn't real art, and I was questioning myself, and there's this event coming up and I just want to be a part of the community, so I had to buy a canvas. It really wasn't my type of canvas, but I wanted to be a part of it. Now I know for some people, they buy canvases to work on to give as gifts. And it may not be their type of art that they like, but they do it for the enjoyment of others. Right? Yeah. So when you're looking at the chat here, I'm just scrolling back up in here. Mutt says, I'm pushing on with it, and I just think of my goal of going into 2027 with no whips. I've gone into a new year with no whips 2 years in a row. So that's a personal goal. It's an intrinsic goal. It's not an extrinsic. And those have more meaning and more personal value. Jenny says, I do love when I put a canvas away for a bit, pull it back out, and fall back into love with it. Right? Yes. I'm finding that with my magic potion. I'm like, actually, you know what? I did need that break. And it was just a break. And that was part of self-care. I'm doing what I need to do so I can continue enjoying it. I used to be others because I wanted to fit in with the others that were into that canvas. Absolutely. And I look at some of the canvases I have in my stash and I'm like, if I were to do things again, would I get them all? Probably not. It's not saying that I don't like them, right? Tammy, fit in event. I never did. I still haven't touched it. Then the other one was someone bought it to me, but not my taste, right? Yeah. Grams. I might be making it for a gift, but I have to want and like it. Yes, it's not a job, right? So very interesting. And then we talked about part of this in dopamine effect that we get, that it hits that part in your brain and it just makes you happy. It's kind of like sugar. Sugar hits that spot and makes you happy. Then we get into the inspiration trap. Oh, that is so pretty. I so want to do it. I can do this. Right? And then you get, and you're like, oh my God, what was I thinking? So as we wrap up our time, is we're going to talk about redefining waste and a weekly vow. Okay. So this year is a new year. We're 3 weeks into this year. And midpoint, this is perfect. Perfect. Let's redefine waste. Even a wonky stitch, a misplaced drill. Our brain uses that as data input. It's an investment in your skill. And if I don't do it correctly, I'm going to waste it. I spent all this money. I've invested all my time, my energy, my patience, and it's not coming out the way that it should be. Let's reframe that. Let's redefine that. Hey, look, I've never done this before. This has been a great learning opportunity. You're not wasting the kit. You're using it to train your brain to handle that dopamine effect and push through the inspiration trap. Now, let me say that again. We're not wasting any of our materials. We're not wasting any of the kits. We are using that material to train our brain, because our brain has neuroplasticity in it. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, because we have, if you think of a wagon on a path, those wheels go in that rut. Okay. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to move that wagon off that track and think about things differently. That's the neuroplasticity in our brain. So we're going to use this material, our time, our patience, every little thing that we do about it, to learn how to handle that effect in our brain, that zyganic effect, and we're going to push through the inspiration trap. Ooh, it's bright, it's shiny. I want more dopamine. You know what? I'm happy. I'm not giving up on it. I am learning something new. Tammy. Yeah, like my impulse buying today. I was so happy, but it was impulse, right? No, that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. As long as you feel that happiness continue. It continues. So for me, with buying, and I've starting to do that with my crafts, is there's 3 levels. Oh my gosh, I love it. I have to have it. Done. 2, oh my gosh, it is so cute. I really like it. But do I really, really, really need it? If I leave it and I come back, like physically, I come back and it's still there, and I still feel the same way, I can have it. Or if I leave it and it does not pop out of my brain, I keep thinking about it, then it's meant to be. And 3 is, oh my gosh, that is so cute. But do I really need it? Am I really going to do it? Is it something I would actually like hang up, wear, show off? If it's a no, then it stays. So if you're up to it, if you are willing, if you want to try, here is something you may want to try until next week. Just next week. Pick one rent-free project. Don't finish it. Just spend 10 minutes on it. Just spend 10 minutes on it. And how does it go? And just notice what you're thinking, how you're feeling, what, like, do you get this twitch that just won't go away? And then you spend 10 minutes on it. And you go, oh, that wasn't bad. I did this with my magic potions. And I was like, you know what? I'm starting to get into my rhythm now. I'm kind of liking this canvas again. And the other part of this whole thing is this past weekend, Bling It Up, Rochelle and I did a WWW. No, not World Wide Web. We did a weekend whip workout. And oh my gosh, I loved it. I'm like, I'm not going to get anything finished. I was so motivated. I finished the 1 square on my advent calendar, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I got some dopamine out of it. Yes, and Rochelle had to finish. So for those who are interested, depending on our schedules between Rochelle and I, we are going to have a monthly WWW Smackdown. I don't know if I'm going to call it a Smackdown, but I just felt like it was a Smackdown. We're going to do the WWW. And we will let you know when it happens, when it's coming out. This was our first time going around. Oh my gosh. It was so much fun. So much fun. It was a blast. Right? Now, the other thought is for those works in progress, there is the Brewing Inner Peace with myself and Sparkle Sanctuary over in Dip in Time Facebook page. There is, oh my gosh, Momo, help me with this, Whip Detox, and there's a Facebook for that. There is the Whip All Year Long, and everyone is there to support. It is not about having a registration form. It is not about having a new start. It's not about what size of it, not about what craft it is. It's not about what do you need to get finished. You have to post it, blah, 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 blah. It's none of that. And that's why for us, for Sparkle Sanctuary and I, we called it a quest. And it was like, this is fun. Right? So we're just about at the top of the hour, and I want to make sure I am off for Tia. Yes, let's do it. I hope everyone joins. Rochelle, I agree. I was so pumped up after this week. Right? I was like, I'm motivated because I was laughing and I wasn't concerned about, oh my gosh, what do I look like? What am I going to talk about? Okay, you need to go away for a phone call? Go. We got it. Okay, I need to go? You got it. We're good. It was our virtual retreat. It was so much fun. Yeah, Tammy, we had fun. Jenny says, that is what I did to get back into diamond painting after GLE. I was in a slump and didn't like diamond painting anymore, but I got a partial out and did 10 minutes at a time. I found the love again. Yes. Yes. And Gail says, yeah, I loved it. I got so much done on mine. Nice. Mutt says, I'm thinking of doing a 24-hour working on a whip. Broke up into a few late night lives till the whip is done. Ooh, count me in. Count me in. I am more of a night person, so count me in. Jenny, it was fun this past weekend. Rochelle, it was hard not to start a new shiny thing. We talked about many new shiny things while we worked on our list. We did. Oh my gosh. You got me to do confessions that I was not planning on confessing about. But I was so excited to share it. I was like, yeah, Tammy got a good bit of her section done. Yes, marathons. Yes, Queen of Diamonds, whip detox. Thank you. Oh, Mindy is doing Finish Your Whip February. Nice. Do you see there's a theme going on? 2026 is, it's going to be a whipping year. Whipping year. Like, you just wait. It was so much fun. And yeah, it was so organic. Like, it wasn't scripted. It just kind of happened. Yep. See, Mutt's bling up is in it too. Nights are my thing. Yep. Tammy's in for it too. Yep. So Mutt's, make sure you, yeah. Okay, so Mutt's is going to be working on a schedule for the lives and have a video post out soon about it. Perfect. Yes, let's whip it up. Did you actually just get me to say that on live, Rochelle? Oh my gosh. Now, if Matt was here, Matt would be going, that's what she said. I think that's, oh my gosh. That is hilarious. 2026, let's whip it out. Hey, Mutz, are you going to do it around your birthday? Because your birthday's coming up. Oh my God. That would be so much fun if you did it around your birthday. And then people could like pop in and wish you a happy birthday. Oh my gosh. Yes, I am so down. Oh yeah. Whip it, baby, whip it right, whip it, baby, whip it all night. Oh my gosh. Oh, Rochelle, I love you. It says it'll probably be a Sunday around 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern. I'm thinking may make it an 8-hour live. Yeah. And they go by so fast. They go by so fast. Might be the 25th is the Sunday. Oh, let's see. Let's take a look at my calendar. Hey, see, I'm into this. Yep, the 25th. See, look, I even have you in my calendar, like Mutz's birthday. I don't want to forget it. Okay, I am going to let you guys go for this evening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being so. Gail says to Rochelle, Rochelle, now that song is stuck in my head. You know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be going downstairs and I'm going to be singing that. Oh my God. Oh, you can do a Saturday. You work in New York on Mondays, 5 a.m. start. Oh. Yep. I whip my hair. I whip my hair. But my hair is short, but I whip my hair. Oh my gosh. Okay. So thank you guys for being so vulnerable today. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for being you. You are perfect as far as I'm concerned, just the way you are. So make sure you hit the like button on your way out. I will see you guys next Wednesday. Go have some fun, place a drill or two, and make one of those first cuts. Happy crafting, guys. Bye.